Welcome to the world united. Welcome to the world united.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. My name is Enoliafoti, and I would like to thank the Third World Parliament on Spirituality for the invitation to speak with you today. Today, I'd like to speak with you on the topic of we as women are more than our bodies. And before we get started, I'd like to ask you a question. The question is, what is it that you see when you look in the mirror? And I don't want you to just look at the physical being of who you are. I want you to look beyond the physical being. When we look beyond the physical being, there is a grandness of really who we are. I don't want you to just look at it from the physical perspective. I want you to look at it from the mental perspective, the wisdom that you bring. Think about this. How do you educate yourself? How much knowledge do you have? What is it in the wisdom and the education that you bring to teach others and to share with your families? I want you to think about it in terms of the spiritual relationship that you have. We all work on this physical plane. However, there is a plane that we engage in when we pray, when we listen to the little voice in our head that is intuition, when we trust and we have faith. What is it in the spirituality that we bring? What is it when you look in the mirror that you bring in terms of love? Love that we represent, love that you give, and love that you receive. The love of what you like to do in life. Love just in the multiple levels that it can actually be viewed as. So when you look in the mirror, do you like what you see? We all have a moment in time when we look in the mirror and we like parts of ourselves, and the other parts we don't like so much. But how do we expect people to embrace us in our totality if we don't accept all aspects of ourselves? When you are at a point that there's a part of yourself you don't like, it actually shows through in the way that we speak, in the way that we engage, in the way that we hold on to relationships. It is fundamental that we must love ourselves in order to be respected, loved, our voices heard, and our actions taken with respect. Because when you love and embrace the entirety of yourself, then all that you do comes from a source of strength, comes from a source of confidence, comes from a source of knowing and trusting yourself, believing in yourself, and loving yourself. What are the expectations that you have when it comes to yourself? Do you set the bar just enough that you can just get by or survive? How do you approach life? Or do you set the bar high such that no matter what the challenge is, you rise to the occasion? For example, you know that you have a goal. You know that in order to achieve that goal, there's going to be a tremendous amount of work. My question to you would be, Are you the person that looks at that work and says, it doesn't matter how grand it is, I will achieve what I'm looking as my goal in life? Or are you that person that says, it's too much, I can't see my way through, I don't know how I can achieve this, I just don't want to go after it because it looks too hard? We have to learn in our life to look at our goals as achievable, not even as achievable, but as if it's already taken place, as if it's already happened. Because if we choose to look at our visions and our goals in life this way, then what we can do is that we can make life a walk to that goal and to that journey. So if I feel that one day I will speak at the United Nations, then I already envision me standing in front of the podium, me speaking to women all around the world, sharing my vision, sharing my truth, sharing my passion, and sharing my heart. And in doing so, what takes place is that everything that I set forth in front of me to achieve that goal becomes my journey and my path to that goal. And sometimes it doesn't come in a straight line. In other words, I set that goal, I do 2 or 3 things and I have it. Sometimes it takes a tremendous amount of work. Sometimes it takes years of work. But the first and foremost thing I have to do is I have to love self. Because in loving self, I believe in myself. And in believing in myself, I believe and have confidence in my ability to achieve what it takes to go after my vision. And it doesn't matter if I get easily sidetracked, I pull myself back into focus. It doesn't matter if I don't have the skills for it, I gain those skills by opening up a book, by reading, by engaging in creating relationship with others who might help me to achieve that knowledge. You see, by believing in myself, I make it a conscious journey to walk to what it is I want to achieve in life, or how I want to change my life. So my question to you is, are you getting in your own way? And what does that mean? When we live our lives by other people's judgments, how they see us, how they perceive us, whether they believe in us or not, then we are not being true to ourselves. So if I say that one day I might speak at the United Nations, and someone says, are you crazy? There's no way that you would ever be able to make that. And I go, oh my gosh, you're right. Maybe that goal is too much. Right there, I took on someone's judgment and I did not trust myself enough to achieve my goal. It is easy to take on the perspectives of other people. But remember this, when we do take on the perspectives of other people, we are not sourcing from our own truth and our own belief and trust and vision in ourselves, but we are shifting it to believing in what others have projected onto us, their truth of us, their belief of us. You see, this is why we take that long look in the mirror. Because no one can truly define you except you. If you don't believe in yourself, How can others believe in your dreams and believe in your goals and your visions for yourself? You have to believe in you. And sometimes it is an upward climb before people see your vision the way you do. We cannot fear to step into our confidence and our strength to go after what it is that we believe is right for us in our lives. We cannot be distracted when going after our visions and our dreams and our loves and our capabilities. We do not have to go after something and have it come right to us. There may be moments when we fall down, but it is not a matter that we fell down. It is how we pick ourselves up to move forward, to continue the journey, no matter how challenging it is, to pursue our dreams. You are powerful. The question is, do you engage and source in that power? And I am not talking about political power. I am not talking about this relative power that is sought by stepping on the backs of others or manipulating others or blaming others. I am talking about divine source within you, the light that you are as God's blessing. And to tap within to that source, to believe in yourself, to trust yourself, to rise to the occasion based on your capabilities and understanding and love of self. And I'm not saying to do this from an egotistical point of view. I am saying that each one of us is a light, a source of beautiful light with capabilities and strength and power and understanding and spirituality within, to be able to stand in our truth, voice our truth, act upon our truth, and create life's journey based on our truth. You are powerful beyond belief. And you did not come to this world to be small. We all have purpose, and our first and foremost purpose is to love self so that we